Hi, this is TuxGuru96 and welcome to my third episode of SAP ABAP development course. Today we're going to create an ALV grid with a table that was manipulated on the previous episode. So let's go to transaction EC38. Let's create a program that is ZSD product display. Okay, let's create it. So here it will be display products in ALV grid. Here it will be executable program and it's that local objects. Okay, and here we already have the program created. So the first thing that we're going to do is create includes, okay, because I want to have my code more clean, okay, and more understandable. So I'm not going to use oriented programming right now, but what I'm going to do is create includes that we can have the code more organized. So let's create here an include with our variables, our global variables. So here I'm going to copy the name, and here I'm going to put top of the program. That will be our global variables. So I'm going to create this, and what I know that I need to have is a table. I need to have tables. So I'm going to create a GT global table, GT product, type table of ZST products. So I already know that we'll have this global table. Now what we need is also a field catalog that I'm going to explain later. Okay, so here I'm going to put field cat that is type table of, let me check the name, I don't remember, it's T field cat, it's this one. Okay, so for now I'm going to activate this, check if it works. It's saying that T field cat does not exist because I need to create, sorry, I don't need to create a type. It's the sleaze something. I already copied here, so I'm going to put it right here. It's this type. I'm going to activate now and check if it worked. Yeah, it worked. So we already have this. Okay, and now what we need to do is create our logic. So I'm going to put all the logic of this program inside of this include. So here I'm going to put right here F01. Okay, so he's saying that it was not created. Of course, I'm going to save it and local object, and let's go activate it. The two things. So right here we're going to put our logic. So the first thing that I need to do is create the start of selection, because the program only will run if we get start of selection. So I'm going to put here start of selection and end of selection. Okay, so here usually it's where we put all the information to get some data. So right here we're going to create a perform, okay, F get data. So F means form, okay, and here perform means call a form. Okay, it's a method. So I'm going to double click. He's going to say this subroutine does not exist. I'm going to click on yes, and I want to generate the code right on these includes. So I'm going to click yes, and it generated the code right here on this form. So the first thing that we need to do is select all the information that we have on the table that we created, that we manipulated on the last episode. So here it will be ZST products. Okay, and we're going to save it into our table. Okay, so here it will be into table GT products. So right here we will get all the data that we have on this table. If we want just to get one row, what we need to do is to save it all the information on a GS. That means a global structure. We needed to declare on the top, on the include of top, the GS. So what you need to do is just to put here up to one rows. Okay, let's say that you wanted to get one specific ID product. So what you needed to do is something like this, ID product 001. here instead of into table you put it GS, okay, and after this, because it's a structure, you must put and select. This is like a loop, okay, but is filtering by this ID product and is saving on your global structure. But for this exercise we don't need this, so here it will be into table, and right here it will be GT, and right here we want to get all the information, so it's just this, okay. So we already have the data, so what is saying is GT product, not a product, so I'm going to put it right this thing, okay. Let's go activate, and now what we need to do is perform, let's create a perform that is F ALV Grid. So I'm going to double click here, it will generate our form we already have right here. So the first thing that we need to do is to create our field catalog. So we're going to do perform a field catalog. This field catalog that I said that I will explain later. This field catalog means all the fields that will appear on our ALV grid, on our table that will be shown. So we need to create this field catalog. Okay, let's do it. Sorry, it's not this one. Include no. Sorry, I did a mistake. No. Okay, what we need to do is to create a form. Yes, I did here one thing wrong, so I'm going to create some routine. It's on this one and F01. Yes. Okay. Now what we need to do is perform F field catalog. Sorry, I did a mistake. I needed to create it on F01. We must be careful with that. Okay. Now what we need to do is to create a structure. So here it will be, let's say, ls field cat type. I'm just going to copy this thing that we have on the top. So this thing right here, I'm going to put this type. And now what we need to put is ls field cat. I need to know what fields that we have on the field cat. So I'm going to double click on this type, and I'm going to check it what type that we are talking about. So what we need to do is check what type. So I need the field name, okay, the tab name, and I think and you have another thing that is the text. Let me self text 1. Okay, so I'm going to copy these two types. Okay, I think you can press here tab name and field name. So I'm going back here. I'm going to put field name ls field cat tab name, and finally it was, let me put here a point, the third field, it was something like let me go back, sorry, it's this main 0, it's self text L. Okay, so right here we're going to put this ls field cat self text L. So the field name that we must have, okay, I'm going to check this table, okay, and are these 3 types. So I'm going to copy this, I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to put it like this. Okay, here we're going to put it GSD products, and here it will be ID product. So we're going to append our ls field cat to GT field cat. Let's do the same for the other types. It's 4, so it will be the name of product. Here it will be name product. Name product. Right here it will be the price. It will be the price and subject. Okay, we already have here the field catalog. And now what we need to do, let's activate this first. Now what we need to do is to call our function that is reuse ALV Grid display. This is the ALV Grid, okay? This will display an ALV Grid. So what we need to do is, you'll have right here, let me check here. Okay, let's do exporting. Instead of active field cat, we need this, and I think we just need that. So I'm going to uncheck this. Right here we're going to put it the DT product. So let's do pretty print because the code is a little bit a mess. So right here I'm going to put it DT product. Right here on the tab name, the tables, and on the field cat I'm going to put this DT. So let's activate. Okay, let me check if it was activated. Yeah, this is inactive, so I'm going to activate. And let's try it, okay? So right here I have the ID product, the name product, the price, and the start date, okay? So this was the episode for today, and see you at the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe.